Okay, sorry about that. Computer got weird when I plugged it in. So we left off on this problem, okay? It was case 4. When we did the system, luckily A and B were already solved for us. We found C and D, so now we have to plug it in for our final answer to be written properly. So here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write it as 5x to the third minus 3x squared plus 7x minus 3 all over x squared plus 1 to the second power. So I'm going to write this as, now my a and b, so my a is 5 and my b is negative 3. So I'm going to write it as 5x minus 3 all over x squared plus 1. Then I'm going to write plus, and then this one gets the x squared plus 1 squared. And I'm going to do 2x. Now you can write the plus 0 if you'd like, or you could just write it as plus 2x over x squared plus 1 squared. Okay? Either one. And it'll still be the same answer. You don't have to write the 0, but if you want to write the 0 to kind of tell me, like, okay, Miss Ralston, I know it's 0, like, then write the 0. I don't mind. With MyMathLab, you know it can be tricky, so just kind of read the blueprint, and you'll be fine. Okay, so now that we wrote that down, I want you to try the last problem, checkpoint 4. Pause the video, do it on your own. You can do this, and then I'll go over it. Okay, so hopefully you did it. Now let's do this problem. So we have 2x to the third plus x plus 3 all over x squared plus 1 squared. Now, luckily it has the same denominator as the last problem. We see it's a quadratic. That can't be factored. And it has multiplicity of 2. So this is case number 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write each factor in its own parenthesis, in its own fraction. And I do x squared plus 1 squared. Now since they're both quadratic denominators, I'm going to write it as ax plus b, and then cx plus d. Only difference between all the other cases, now we do the same thing we've done this whole lesson. So, get common denominators. Luckily the left side already has the common denominator. The ax plus b fraction is missing one of the x squared plus 1's, because it only has one of them. And then the cx plus d has its own, it already has the common denominator, so we're fine. We don't need to multiply anything. So I just have to FOIL here. So I get ax cubed plus ax plus bx squared plus b plus cx plus d. I'm going to combine my like terms. Oh, I wrote squared here. I'm okay, guys. Come on. Erase. We got 2x cubed. So it's 2x cubed plus x plus 3 equals ax cubed. There's only one. There's also only one bx squared. With the x's, we have a plus c, x, and then with the constants, we have b plus d. So we get 2 is equal to a, because the only cube. Now there is no x squareds. So I'm going to write 0 equals b. Now we really have a 1x here, so it's going to be 1 equals a plus c. And then last we have 3 equals b plus d. There we go. I have my system. A and b are already solved for us, so I just have to find c and d. So 1 equals a, which is 2, plus c. Minus 2 from both sides, we get negative 1 equals c. And then 3 equals b, which is 0 plus d. Well, it's 0, so d is 3. Now I plug in my final answer, and I get 2x cubed plus x plus 3 all over x squared plus 1 squared equals 2x, you could put plus 0, you don't have to, over x squared plus 1 plus negative x, or you can write negative 1x plus 3 over x squared plus 1, all in parentheses squared. Again, I could also write this as 2x over x squared plus 1, and I could also write this other fraction as negative x minus 3 over x squared plus 1 squared, because of the negative in front of the 1. But remember, if you take the negative out and put it in front, you gotta switch all the signs. So, this is our final answer. Now, we finished the lesson. What you guys are going to do now, if you feel comfortable, your 7.3 homework, I would finish that up. That's due on Wednesday. And also on Wednesday, I see you in the morning, so make sure you have it done. And you should be done by now. Hopefully the quiz is open on my math lab, so you can start your take-home quiz. Okay, you have 3 attempts, the highest grade is taken, and it is due, it's going to close, I told you guys on Wednesday, but it's going to close, I believe, Thursday night. Okay, you can confirm all of the due dates and everything on Schoology, everything's there. Okay, thank you for being so productive and doing everything and listening to Mr. Smith, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.